Hi, I'm DJ Kevin Graves. We're here at Industry in New York, where I have a weekly residency called Sweet Spot, where I showcase live performers every week. And this week we have Kaiza, who performed just a little while ago for us on the stage here at Industry. How are you, Kaiza?
Okay, thanks, Kevin. How are you?
Great, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So, for those who don't know, tell us how would you describe Kaiza? Who is Kaiza?
Well, I'm Kaiza. I guess, how would I describe myself? Bright colors. As you can see, I love aviator themed stuff, and I just love over the top energy.
Is that translated to music too?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I heard on stage you mentioned that you were the opening act for Nicki Minaj.
Yes, actually in Missouri, Columbia, this cute little town in Missouri. I was her opening act for the Missouri Music Festival. Unfortunately, there was a tornado warning the day of the show, and they had to rip down the stages. But we ended up making the most and put on a really big show at a nightclub there.
Awesome. Actually, I went to college there, actually.
Really? In Mizzou?
Yeah, Mizzou.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I might be going back to perform there. That's really cool.
It's actually a great college town. They've got a pretty good music scene there, so it's surprising.
I hear that, actually, yeah. The people are amazing.
Yeah, except for, did you guys get caught in a tornado at all? Or?
No, they're actually, it's sad because the day after, like the day that we're supposed to have the tornado warning was the most beautiful day. It would have been perfect.
So just the warning that didn't
yeah, there was a warning, I guess, throughout the day, so safety hazards.
Safety first.
Safety first, children.
So when you were performing on stage, you had this amazing keyboard that slung over your shoulder and it was bright red. I noticed
it's a
it
keytar. I wish I brought it with me. But yeah, it's called a keytar. It's it was most famous in the 80s, and you might notice there was a cartoon called Jen.
Jen, of course.
And one of the cartoon characters rocked a guitar. But my guitar I actually saw in a pawn shop in the window, and it was kind of like one of those moments where you're just walking by and this thing is just glowing in the window. and my eyes are just drawn to it. And actually, I bought it that day, and I immediately decided I was going to be a dance artist.
Wow, so the guitar in the windows will let you.
It was like my destiny just shouting out at me.
It's awesome.
And the same thing happened with my goggles, actually. This is my own line of goggles that I started, but it all started with Zara, actually. There was a mannequin who was sporting these really awesome goggles. And it was the same thing. I'm walking in by the window, and I see the goggles in the window, and I just needed them. I needed them so much at that moment that I went into Zara and I was like, you really need to give me those goggles on the mannequin. And they were like, it's not for sale. So I just kept going in every day. I kept asking, I said, are you ready to give me the goggles yet? Finally, it was the day before Halloween, and they're like, take the goggles.
So
yeah.
If you see something, you keep going until you get it.
I feel like there's little clues in life that move you ahead. The goggles were part of it, the guitar was part of it, and I mean, it could be anything, it could be a person. You just kind of have to trust your gut and go with it.
What was the clue that brought you to New York?
New York? Actually, I
You're from Canada originally, right?
From Canada, yeah. From Calgary, Alberta, the prairies. I actually went to Berklee College of Music, which is in Boston. And it was my dream to come to New York, so I basically got to Boston, set up in my dorms, and went to New York this next weekend. And then I just kept coming back and forth, almost every week I came to New York. My parents got upset with me. Stop traveling so much, but it was just calling me. I just needed to be here, so as soon as I graduated, I moved.
So New York was like a guitar in the window for you. It was just called to you, and you just had to come.
Yep.
You had to come and.
I just needed to be here.
That's awesome.
I'm so happy I'm finally here.
We're glad you're here.
Such an amazing city.
Yeah. Any New Yorker will love you for that, because we're very proud of you.
I love that though. I love I don't know, there's just such a great vibe here.
Speaking of great vibes, there was a great vibe on stage out there.
Thank you.
You had a great connection with the audience. Tell us about that. What's your connection with the gay audience? Or
I mean, with audiences in general, I love performing, but I have a special connection with the gay community, just because I grew up in it. Actually, my best friend is gay, and I mean we're like sidekicks. We actually we're married on Facebook.
Gotcha. You're gay BFF, huh?